I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother.
It is your responsibility.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
That's what I thought.
Fasten your seatbelts, people, because this courtroom showdown is hotter than grandma's chai. We have an entitled mother who expects her mother to be the full-time nanny while she takes care of herself. What's the verdict, people? Are you supporting Team Grandma or cheering for this irrational catastrophe? Let me know in the comments and let's laugh about this together. CES is so disconnected from reality that I'm half expecting her to demand a participation trophy for showing up today. But the judge is about to deliver a truth bomb so forceful that it might just take away her Wi-Fi.
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl, her name is London, and she's almost 2, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately I'm not getting it.
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for the university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. And so.
Is that a paid position?
Yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right?
I
you
had
always
one
said
child.
you wanted a grandchild, didn't
I
you?
had one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
I can't do it by myself though.
You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother.
Right.
You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right.
It is your responsibility.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too. So
I know she is. That's why I leave her with you.
Well, just like I did a good job with raising
I
you.
leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I give something back by being in school.
I feel sorry for this poor grandma. She seems like the type of person who bakes cookies for the neighbors rather than raising her grown daughter's children, because someone doesn't understand that parental responsibility is not transferable. She is so out of touch that she's practically living on a different planet, one that probably has no custody laws or common sense. I mean, does attending school now come with a get-out-of-parenting-free card? I missed law class. The judge deserves a huge shout-out for handling this delusional brat like a pro and giving the ace a reality check with a gavel. However, the real question is whether this entitled train wreck will have to pay her mother money or stay around, because the legal tea is about to spill in this final verdict.
You know, once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so I
Okay.
planned on opening my own clinic, doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, you know, take care of my own daughter by then. And just right now I need
And
some
move
assistance.
out?
Yeah, move out.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help
You
and
can
assistance.
take care of the baby by yourself now.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just,
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're
Yeah.
coming in at midnight, up the baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her little stories, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us, since I do work, you know, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything. And if you think about it, technically you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours.
Right.
And the baby is with your mom. And I'm assuming this happens on the weekends too?
No, on the weekends she does stay home, and you know she does help. And like I said, she does like that. Nice. She's like not like that girl that goes clubbing and stuff. She does take that responsibility serious.
Yes.
It's just her job and school, and now she's going to work full time. Now she's going to be working more with the promotion.
Right, because I got that promotion.
You know, that kind of leaves us with a little extra money and no time, because we hardly had any time now. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like now that she's going full time.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom.
Okay.
If the child is no longer living with your mom, your daughter is with you 100% of the time, then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Okay.
But until that happens, mom is going to receive some sort of financial break, essentially,
Right.
until that time happens. So it's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You got to learn.
Okay.
After this fiasco, the entitled daughter didn't seem too much to handle. So justice served people with the hope that $800 a month would be plenty for this grandma to pay for food, nappies, and perhaps even a well-earned spa day. Perhaps the judge's reality check finally got through to her thick skull. What do you guys think? Did she finally learn her lesson? Or will she just act like a victim the next time her mom asks for a little accountability? Let's face it, juggling school and childcare isn't impossible. Plenty of parents do it every day without shifting the burden to someone else. The least she could do is help her mom instead of treating her like a free crash service. Really, even a thank you for raising my C, the law doesn't care if you're working, attending school, or on Mars. Parenting is something you can't put off like student loans. If you bring a baby into the world, it's your responsibility to support them. You can't opt out because you're too busy or still figuring yourself out. I mean, come on, it's 2024, and there are laws for this, and they exist for a reason. The judge did a fantastic job with this ruling. Congratulations to her for establishing the law and reminding this woman that motherhood isn't a part-time job. I'd also want to give a shout out to Grandma for persevering through all of this. She's the real MVP here, and I hope she uses that $800 to treat herself, because she deserves more than just financial support, shiz. What do you guys think about this breakdown? Did the judge strike the right balance between justice and compassion, or was she too soft? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and if you can't handle parenting, maybe don't have children, or at least don't try to give them to someone else. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.